Hey, what's happening? Yeah. So, like the rest of the world, I'm looking pretty rough right now because I haven't had a cut since almost in March. But I got bored and said, fuck it, I'm gonna make a video. And you say what's on my mind at the moment. Of course, like the rest of the world, everybody's stuck at home or should be at home, really, so we can get this dumbass virus out of our heads and out of our lives, so on and so forth. You get the idea. But I'll tell you one thing though. Way this virus got everybody tripping. Everybody reacting, buying up all the fucking toilet paper, which I don't get. Buying a whole bunch of milk that they're probably not even gonna use after a month or after at least maybe like a week or two. And that shit's gonna spoil quickly. Got to say, man, it's cold blooded and much, much more. But I don't know. Yeah, I had made another video, but I never posted it because I thought I was gonna get around to editing it. But most likely, I think I'm not going to do that, so I'm just gonna post it whenever I can. I don't even remember what the hell it was about, but you'll eventually see it later. So you can go look at that one after you look at this one, or however you want to spend your night. It doesn't really matter to me. Cause like I said, this is how I'm doing my nights right now. But just giving a few thoughts on what is in my head at the moment. Yeah. Yeah. And by the way, I definitely feel like this virus was a setup for a lot of other things, but that's gonna be another video. But because our government is dirty, let's just keep it all the way true. But either way, you know my opinion on it. But I tell you one thing, being an adult sucks even more. Really wish some of our parents, for those of us who are kids of the so-called 80s and 90s, or millennials if you want to call us that, for like the older generation, if they looking at this, which time travel was a real thing, because this adult shit is for the birds, to be honest. And yeah, especially like with my situation at the moment, dealing with the car I got and the issues I had with that. But at the end of the day, I mean, the strongest survive for me through the toughest times, I guess. It goes back to like that old expression when it, what was it? The going gets tough, the tough gets going, I think is what it is. Don't quote me on that. That's just what I can remember at the moment. But yeah, bills are no one's friend. I can definitely tell you that. Especially for the people who you actually owe. That's even worse. They will blow your phone up like one of your crazy ex-girlfriends or ex-boyfriends or whatever the case may be. But actually, it's probably a lot more lax around this time because we're dealing with this so-called pandemic. Excuse me, damn. But gotta roll the punches somehow. And it's hoping for like next month, this shit's just pretty much dead in the water, so to speak. But after that, of course, it's back to being, responsible, taking care of bills, being able to sleep at night, all that jazz as far as us being adults. But it kind of makes you wonder how your parents felt when they were in their 20s or early 30s, when they were dealing with certain stuff before or after they had children. I mean, because I know for a fact, my mother, she had me when she was like around right before she even turned 20. And, you know, she was still going to school, doing her thing. Yeah, but I know she had to pretty much go through the mud just to even come out clean. If that makes any sense. Yeah. And like, yeah, so shout out to her. And of course, parents like her or anybody that's part of my age range that's going into their 30s and up, you know how it is. Or how your parents literally went through. I mean, if you saw it yourself or necessarily just heard stories, whatever the case may be, just shout out to them. Because without them, I mean, we wouldn't be here. I mean, but another thing I've been hearing about is, well, which really ain't getting much attention except locally, is what I've been hearing about as far as this state alone is actually like the 10th leading state in human trafficking. Now, if anybody's aware of what human trafficking is, that's pretty much like the lowest of the low when it comes to stuff that is seen in negative light. Because literally that can apply to anyone who's ever been abducted or anybody who's been captured or whatever word you want to use. And of course been forced into actual like sex slavery, pretty much. That's all that what that is. And I've been hearing about this for about maybe the past, I want to say maybe 2-3 weeks, and I'm surprised like the whole state's not in an uproar about that, because that right there should be really the biggest focus on what we're dealing with right now. I mean, outside this dumbass virus, but I mean, that's neither here nor there. But if that doesn't ring alarm in your fucking head, I don't know what kind of person you are, because that right there is a big ass epidemic. I mean, if not one of the biggest epidemics in the world dealing with today. Because I actually saw a video of somebody actually dealing with that out in Texas, to where they were actually about to get snatched up at Walmart. And I'm like, wow. It's like, they're going this hard just to kidnap people. Of course, with our community and the black folks community, when a lot of missing kids, a lot of missing people are actually seen as not being around anymore. I mean, not many people make a fuss. I mean, except for the people whose family were affected by it. And of course, they're in search of whoever there's in their, I guess, immediate family is missing, or whoever I guess was the closest, or maybe that's the biggest influence in the family. But man, it's like I can't imagine dealing with that. And I can't even fathom the idea that it's actually even happening in the state. That's even worse. And like nobody's making a fuss about it, but they're still necessarily making an announcement. I mean, as well as the other announcements about, you know, the stay-at-home crap. But that right there is just, in itself is like a very disturbing thing to hear. Yeah, but I mean, of course, ain't no riots going on about that, because I mean, of course, in this country, nobody really cares about black people, even if they're missing or not. Yeah, but they certainly care about them when this damn virus is going around. But we all know what that is. But it's just a few things I had on my mind. So I didn't try to make this video too long, but for those of you who want to check it out, here it is for you. Till the next video. Peace.